So, first of all, it's a pleasure to share the thoughts in terms of Global Women Foundation. This foundation is doing an amazing job in order to create an awareness in the women for um, their rights and for their voice. We believe that women should go in parliaments, they should take the local government's seats, and they should be in the provincial and national assemblies, because if they are in the leadership, they can do miracles. They can do a lot of interesting things, and they can make laws who can help women in large to support the other women. They can work on business support packages. They can work on um, making women as financially independent. So it's a very, very important thing that we tell women to recognize their talents and they come in leadership role. That's really, really can change the world. And women in business is really important. If you see, the economy is almost 30 to 40% of the global economy is comprises on SMEs, small, medium enterprises, and most of them are owned by women. So if we focus on SMEs and we make business women more dynamic and help them in businesses, this can also play a very interesting role. We want to create the free education atmosphere in each country, mostly the developing country we are focused on, because the developed countries already women has a lot of rights, right of study, right to marriage, right to do whatever she wants within the cultural boundaries. So free education we want in developing country where women is still considered as a burden. So what we can do is we can arrange a free education from nursery to the university. It will be very, very dynamic, and these women, once get educated, can be a better doctors, engineers, chartered accountants, and lawyers, and businessmen. So education is a basic right, but in developing country, women is far away from that. So promoting education is one of our key objectives. Top of it, we want healthcare, because most of the countries, they are not looking healthcare of a woman in a way as the developed countries has already taken. So we want that women should get access to the healthcare, and in that perspective, healthcare is at the doorstep, where there's no more death from pregnancies, there's no breast cancers, and there are no. So as we increase the health awareness, things will get better and better. And of course, justice is the basic thing that can drive our national integrity. So we need to provide women the justice at the doorstep, because typically in developing countries, we can see that the woman is under far away from the justice, because justice system is required, and woman is the most exploited. The people not give a right to property, she don't get inheritance if she's living alone. There are a lot of mafias who can occupy her home, and they don't let them a free life. So these are the big issues that we all has to work, men and women has to work on these matters. So we created some interesting projects, and pleased that these projects are doing great job. So the first project is the free schools for the kids, and these are the ones that will generate target to achieve the education levels. So women's schools or universities. We are working on women technology parks, which is does not exist anywhere. Technology is growing, and women role is really important because uh, women is considered better in terms of the aesthetic sense, artistic abilities. So when it comes to technology development, is either it's a web development, it's a game development, or any other developments, we need women in that. And women, when we bring them in technology, because they know their issues, so by the help of digital media, they can really work better. And most of the developing country, their population is rural, and so the people live in villages, and that's an opportunity where we upgrade the skill of a women, and we make it as a woman who is a better farmer. And so we are talking about a woman agriculture city where a lot of the women can work securely, they have better support and facilities, and they can have better crop. That is what is really going to help the developing countries, which are mostly the agriculture-based ones. So we do have all other projects as well, which is obviously worthwhile, but because time does not permit me, I have to strict myself. So we are working on women in sports. We are working on women incubation centers, startup support. So any woman listening to me, Berkeley is the right place where you can approach us, where we can have a full support in terms of company registration, opening the bank account, handling your VAT, or making a digital strategy and linking with a better client. These all are under one roof. It's available. Also, it's very important to bring women in media so they can be better anchors, they can be a better voice, they can have their own magazines, newspapers. So whenever they depict their issues, it will be very, very far reaching for them. So these are a couple of examples of the projects. We do have a lot of projects. If you are interested, you want to contribute, you want to be a volunteer, you are most welcome to join our, you can say, platform. And with this a small introduction, I would see that who is the first speaker